Simona.
And Zara.
Yeah, we will be your mental health fairies for this beautiful journey that you are taking in the beginning of this year. We are, each one of us spent years in self-development, understanding how our mind and body work, and we're both very devoted to develop more and more. I'm personally a dancer since I was 6 years old, so this was the first time when I started actually feeling the connection that I have with my body and wanting to give more care to my body. After that, I went through years of martial arts, yoga, and so on. I'm certified health and nutrition coach, so the information that we're sharing with you is not just something that we decided to do, but it's scientific and proven information that works. Also, what we will give you as information is also to be taken with, let's say, a grain of salt. This is an experiment that each one of you is going to do for themselves. It's normal that the results that one person is going to take are not going to be the same results as the other person. So we have designed the program, as we know that there is no such thing as one size fits all. Everybody is very individual. So we have designed the program to be flexible. We will just give you guidelines of what to do and how to orientate. And it depends on you how you are going to interpret this information for you from your understanding and according to what you want to accomplish with this program. In the first week, we're going to work on our mental setting. So we will give you information, some guidelines, and you will have the freedom to choose for yourself which exactly of the guidelines you want to follow. So far, do you have any questions based on the information that you got from us as the introduction? Do you have any organizational questions about the structure? No? Okay, the first week is devoted to the mental setting. Second week is going to be devoted to the physical part. We're going to work with the body, and we're going to work with how our mind setting actually is working on our body. And the third week is going to be more interactive. So we're going to step from the work that we did within, we're going to take it out. How we're going to experiment with how do we communicate with our environment, what influence we have on our environment, and what our environment has as influence on us. You will be, your main position will be that of an observer. So these 3 weeks are going to just put foundations of what you can actually grow from in the following months. And it depends on you if you will continue with the new knowledge that you gathered through these 3 weeks, or if you don't want to continue, it's just going to be a very, very fun 3 weeks journey. Okay, so enough talking from my side. I will share now with you the first exercise that we're going to have before Monday. So Monday we start officially. On Monday at 5 p.m. we're going to have our first call, and we're going to get more profound on the topic of the mental setting. But before Monday, we ask for everybody who wants to start really seriously working on themselves to make SWOT analysis. So maybe most of you already know what is SWOT analysis, and you have heard of it in the business strategic planning. Well, we can also do it for our personality, not only for companies and projects. So let's see ourselves as a company. Let's say you, your body, your personality, and everything that you can do with this complex being. If you look at it as a company, do you want your company to be successful? What are you going to do strategically to bring success to your company? So the SWOT analysis is normally used in business, but we can apply it basically everywhere. And this is a tool that you can use it for any kind of things. Let's go briefly through the 4 pillars. So the first pillar is the strengths. Strengths and weaknesses are more internal. They're personal, the personal part. And opportunities and threats are related to how you communicate with your external environment. So the first 2, the strengths and weaknesses, you will take a piece of paper, make 4 quadrants, and name it with SWOT. So under strengths, you are going to write down all the qualities, all the personal qualities, all the beautiful things that are making you unique, all the things that you can do, that you are, that make you distinctive from the others, things that you can use in life to just become better and just do better things. Your weaknesses, on the opposite, are the things that you can consider as flaws, the things that you don't like about yourself personally. You don't need to share any of this information. So first I want to make a disclaimer. None of the exercises that we will do will not require from you to show us any of the exercises. This is personally for you, and you don't need to show it to anybody. So you can be completely honest in order to do the best work for that. So working on weaknesses, you will write down everything that you don't like about yourself. To put it in simple words, strengths is everything that you like about yourself. Weaknesses is everything that you don't like about yourself. Opportunities are connected to your strengths. So opportunities is what do you see in your external world that you can connect with your strengths, and you can use your strengths to do this thing, this opportunity. Let's say there is an opening in the company that you really like, and it really fits with something that you can do. So you will do this, you will use this ability of yours, this skill, to apply for that job, because this is an opportunity that matches your strength. The same way, threats. Threat is everything in the external environment that connects to your weaknesses, and therefore is it can be easily attacked from the external. Let's say AI is taking over production industries. People who have worked on people that have worked jobs that are easily automated are threatened by the development of the artificial intelligence and everything that robots can do now. So what would these people do in order to overcome the threat that is connected to their weaknesses? In this case, the weaknesses can be, okay, I'm not qualified enough to do some other job, and the job that I'm qualified to do can be easily replaced by a robot. So what do? I work on my weakness. I will learn something new that will make my weakness my strength. And this way I will avoid the threats. So you want to go for the opportunities and avoid the threats. And with this mindsetting, you can just go write down, spend even, you should not write it like at one time, everything. You can spend the whole day, just sit, write some of them, go have a coffee, see a friend, write then a few of them. It's a continuous process. Just do this analysis by Monday. So you will know yourself much better on Monday, you'll see, after doing this. And then after doing the analysis, we will use some very, very handy tools that Zara is going to present you now. This way we will build the first week. After the first week, you will see, you'll feel so powerful. So now I give the word to Zara. And let's open.
Thank you, Molly. Basically, what I'm going to present to you is the ideas which are in this book, Atomic Habits. This is by James Clear. I don't know, maybe some of you already read it. If not, I highly recommend it. It's a great book. So, based on neuroscience, biology, and psychology, and of course a lot of observation and studies, he invented these 4 laws for creating a good habit. So I'm gonna walk you through some of his ideas and what stands behind them, and these are, I believe, really easy to implement and to use practical advices. You can start doing them right away. So the first law is make it obvious. This is the first law for creating a good habit. So make it obvious. What he suggests is first to write down your current habits, and that way you will become aware of them. He called it habits to fill in a habits scorecard. But that scorecard is basically very simple table with two columns. One is for the habit, and the second to indicate if the habit is positive, negative, or neutral. How you can do that? Just think of all the things that you do during the day. For example, I brush my teeth. Then I take a shower, then I drink a coffee, and that way you go through your day to become aware of all your habits, good or bad. The second thing he mentioned here is people very often set very general goals. For example, I want to meditate more, and when that don't happen, people think they lack of motivation. But the truth is that they don't lack motivation, they lack clarity. So he suggests to use implementation intentions, and he provides a formula which is I will behavior at time at location. So with our example with the meditation, it will go like I will meditate at 8 o'clock in the morning in my bedroom. So that way we'll prepare, you will know what and when exactly to do. Another thing that he say here is to use habit stacking. So when you glue your new habit to something that you're already doing in your life, it will easily go into your usual flow. And again, we have here a formula. After current behavior, I will new behavior. So in our example, it will be after I brush my teeth, I will meditate. And the last thing that is worth mentioning for the first law is design your environment. Make the cues of good habits obvious and visible. Me personally, I used only this advice and it worked for me. My goal was to drink more water. So every morning when I start working, I put big bottle of water on my desk and I don't leave my workspace until the bottle is finished, and that really worked for me. The second law is make it attractive. He suggests here to pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. And I like he used an example which is actually from the corporate world for ABC, American Broadcasting Company. They worked on a project Thursday night where they showed 3 shows in a row. And when promoting that project, they suggested to the viewers, prepare popcorn and drink white wine. And what happened over the time, people start associating Thursday nights with a relaxing, nice, entertaining night. So you can do that. For example, if you like to go to pedicure and you have a long overdue emails, just tell to yourself, when I'm doing my pedicure at the salon, I'll answer my overdue emails. So combine what you want to do with what you need to do. Also, another thing you can do here is create a motivational ritual. Do something you enjoy immediately before a difficult habit. So, for example, that way you train your mind to associate the difficult habit with something joyful for you. For example, every time before you start cleaning the house, play your favorite song. So later you can use that, and when you want to set the mood for cleaning the house with a good feeling, play your song. Let's continue with the third wall, which is make it easier. Make it easy. What you can do here is decrease the number of steps between you and your good habit. For example, the example I provided earlier with the water, when the water is next to you on the desk, it's really easy and I don't have to do a lot of it, just grab it and drink. But if you have to stand up, go to the kitchen, try to search for a glass and pour it, you have many steps, and human behaviors they are they are ruled by the wall for less effort. People naturally gravitate to the options that requires less works. So this is helpful. Another thing that we can do to make it easy is prepare your environment to make future actions easier. This is self-explanatory, but yeah, if you want to draw more, then equip your desk with more pencils, brushes, and etc. Just prepare your environment so it will be easier for future actions. And the last thing that we'll share for this wall that it's worth saying, it's the 2-minute rule. According to him, this 2-minute rule for new habits, when I start a new habit, it should take me only 2 minutes. He said, first we have to establish habits and then we can improve. For example, if my goal is to do yoga training 30 minutes every day, so the 2-minute rule will be just put on your clothes, that's 2 minutes. Make sure you do that for sure, and the rest will come. Or if you want to read more, just 1 page a day. And also this is basically the whole idea behind the book, is even tiny changes, remarkable reason. Don't try to make your version the best right away. You can improve only 1% per day, and that in long term it will be very beneficial for you. I think on this picture is 37% better for the year. Okay, and the fourth wall is make it satisfying. Give yourself immediate reward when you complete your habit. This is, again, train your mind that after completing, you will be rewarded. Let's say I love drinking coffee, so for me it will be after I meditate, I will drink a cup of hot coffee.
Coffee also gives you minerals.
Oh, nice. So great combination. Yeah, and also he suggests not to break the chain and use a habit tracker, but that habit tracker is basically a calendar, and you just mark each day that you've done what you want to do. And he say never miss twice. Well, it happens sometimes to miss for some reason, you forgot or you just were not able. Don't miss it twice. Just go back on track on the next day. And those were the four was for good habit. And he has the same four, but in reverse to break a bad habit. So make it obvious. Obvious will become make it invisible. Remove the cues of your bad habits from your environment. If I want to quit smoking, I won't put my pack of cigarettes in front of me because that won't help me quit smoking. Second wall, make it unattractive. So here you have to reframe your mindset. Highlight the benefits of avoiding your bad habits. You don't say to yourself, oh, it's so difficult to quit smoking. This is the pleasure of my life. It's so nice to have a cigarette after a meal. No, you say to yourself, I'm free from cigarettes. I can breathe deep. My skin is glowing now. I have more endurance. I'm feeling so much better. I have more money. So reframe your mind. Make it difficult. So again, prepare. You should have more steps between you and your bad habit. So if your pack of cigarettes is on the desk, it's really easy for me to smoke. But I have to dress up, go out, walk to the shop, wait in the line, then take them. Just make it not that easy to do. And the last one, make it unsatisfying. So here basically you can find a buddy who can help you, and that buddy will watch your behavior, and you can go either further and create a habit contract with that buddy. Really a white list of paper, and you say me, your names, I promise I won't smoke, and if the cost of your bad habit should be public and paid for. So me, I promise to money if you see me smoking. Something public and paid. I will go to do work dressed as a clown.
That will be funny.
It's kind of humiliating. Okay, we will think the punishment. But yeah, you got the idea. So that was really in a nutshell what is it about. I think you can take something that you feel it's close to you and you can do it right away. By the way, we prepare, it's called, I don't know where it is, something like that.
You will get your PDF by Monday, by 12 a.m. on Monday, so Monday 00 we start the program. Even before that, you have organized the Microsoft Teams channel with the files that you will need for Monday. And you will have your cheat sheets there. Yeah. And of course, right now we're doing just overview on what are we going to do the first week. We're also going to have a designated session for a calendar, how to prepare your calendar. On the session on Monday, we're going to cover all the topics that you're going to need for the week. And also we're going to share with you resources that you can, videos that you can watch, books that you can read. Of course, we don't expect everybody to read all the books or watch all the resources, but you can use these. This is on demand, so whenever you need it, you will have the accessibility to use it. And it depends on each one of you how much you want to engage in the program. If you just want to, have a a superficial feeling of what it's like to be in such a program, you can have that. If you want to dive deep and work on yourself, you can also do that. And I suggest, why are we doing this in a group? Like Zara said, it's very good to have a buddy, because the buddy is going to remind you when you start going off the track. And this thing with the contract that she was speaking about is like we can make it's a brain hack to connect the bad habit with shame. So this will help you a lot to clean the bad habits and just to substitute them with good ones of your choice. Of course, each one of you will choose 3 habits that you want to work on. You don't need to share them, because we know that we don't want to share our bad habits with everybody. This is why you will have the flexibility to work on your own. If you, of course, want to share it, you are more than welcome to share, because we need examples. Now, for the beginning, I will use the examples that I done on my work. Now, do you want to add something before we go to the next chapter?
Not yet.
Okay, so far, guys, we have covered the SWOT analysis and the little tips and tricks from Atomic Habits that we can use in this week. Do you have any questions, and do you want more clarity on any of these?
Well, I'm also not in the US. God's sake.
Mm-hmm. You are in the US? Or sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you please repeat? Okay. Okay, anyways, if you have questions, you can always write it down and we'll answer later. Now, the last component of today's call before we open for questions is we're going to give you a little bit of homework. It's fun, and of course, you don't have to, it's not mandatory to do it, but believe me, you'll have fun doing it if you decide to. So let me share here 2 websites. I'm going to share them in the chat also. You can start doing them whenever you want. So these are 2 personality tests. The first one is called 16 Personalities. It's made according to Jung's archetypes, and it's very profound. It gives you a very profound overview on your personality. And the second one, just a second. The second one is the DISC model. You probably heard of it. It's very famous. It gives you for which one of the 4 main types of personalities you are. Sorry. And I'll show you now my results. So you can see then after doing your test for yourself, you will see what a variety of personalities we have. So on the DISC personality works with 4 types of traits that you have. They are influence, dominance, steadiness, and compliance. So as you see in my results, I'm not a very compliant person. Even if last time when I did the test, I had 2% of compliance. So now I'm kind of more improvement. As a personality, as you can also see from my behavior, I'm a very dominant and influential personality. I like to speak to people. I like to speak in general. My steadiness and my compliance are not very a big percentage, but I still have some. And I'm sure that Zara has another type of graph.
Yes.
Yeah, and here as according to the 16 personalities test, my personality is campaigner, ENFPA, which this website is amazing, by the way. It gives you so much information. about see how many percentage of extroverted and introverted, and it gives you like very detailed explanation of each one of the pillars that are building your personality. So it will be interesting. You can also share this with friends. You can ask your friends if they perceive you the same way, like the results you receive. You will see how different is actually sometimes the way we perceive ourselves and the way the others actually perceive us. And just use your relatives and friends to get feedback from them. If you really want to get profound on this personal development journey, don't consider only yourself as your point of view or point of reference, but always consider your environment and the people around you. Of course, we're going to cover this more on the third week. So now for the first week, starting Monday, in order to be able to be fully engaged in the session, I consider you do these tests and of course do your SWOT analysis. Doing your SWOT analysis is very fundamental if you want to have a good work on yourself this week. And later on we will create the Teams channel. You are going to have the resources on demand whenever you want, 24/7 in the channel under the tab Files. If any of you has any questions, you can contact me on Zara, on the chat. You can write us emails. We're very responsive, so we will cover anything that you need as information. So far, do you have any questions? Don't be shy. Oh, you're shy now, but you won't be shy later. You will see. The more you know yourself, the more you will love yourself, and you will want to express yourself.
Maybe
Okay.
just everything is so clear.
Yeah, yeah. You leave us with the impression that we made it clear. Was it clear? Like even not questions, just comment. How do you find the program so far? The idea of the program.
Sounds very interesting and fun.
Nice. I love that. Yeah, we will try to make it fun. This is very important to have fun on the way, of course, because we cannot be only serious.
Actually, I find it very attractive. I'm still wondering how this part with the body will work, but I have already a body.
Great.
So we'll give it a try.
Yeah. And also we work in groups. You can do contract like between 3, 5, 10 people if you want to look after each other. It's very, very flexible. The thing about this program is we want to give you tools that are working for everybody, and it depends on you how you are going to use them. Okay. Well, if you don't have questions, we will, like we like to say in our company, we will give you back your time. This is such a gift to give you time. So then enjoy your Friday, and if any questions arise, you can always write to me, to Zara, and by Monday morning when you wake up, you will have all the resources. Even in the weekend, you already have them, but we don't expect you to turn on the computer in the weekend. So enjoy your weekend.
And also thank yourself for making the time and the effort to participate in that program, and for setting the intention to become better version of yourself. And have a great weekend.
Yeah, and cheer for yourself. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.